command is left face.
Left. Face.
On the command face, raise the left toe and right heel and pivot 90 degrees to the left. Pin your arms by your sides when turning. Bring the right foot to the position of attention, ensuring your feet are forming a 45-degree angle. Make sure you move on the same cadence or tempo as the command being called. A helpful tip is to repeat the command with the same cadence in your head when executing the movement. This goes with every drill movement.
Left. Face.
The command is right face.
Right. Face.
On the command face,
Face.
raise the right toe and left heel slightly and pivot 90 degrees to the right. Pin your arms while turning. Again, bring the right foot to the position of attention, ensuring your feet are forming a 45-degree angle.
Right. Face.
The command is about face.
About. Face.
On the command face,
Face.
lift the right foot. Place the ball of the right foot half a shoe length behind and slightly to the left of the left heel. Pivot 180 degrees to the right on the ball of the right foot and heel of the left foot. Keep your arms pinned. Once turned, heels should be together and feet should form a 45-degree angle.
About. Face.
The command is present arms.
Present. Hook.
On the command arms,
Hook.
raise your right hand along the middle of your body with your palm flat until you reach the end of your right eyebrow. The tip of your middle finger should touch the end of your eyebrow. The flight commander will always call the command at the position of attention and then execute the command afterwards.
Present. Hook.
The command is order arms.
Order. Hook.
On the command arms,
Hook.
bring your right hand down along the middle of your body to return back to the position of attention with your hand in a fist along the seam of your pants. The flight commander will always call the command at the position of attention. To do so, the commander will snap to the position of attention first and then call the command.
Order. Hook.
The command is parade rest.
Parade. Hush.
On the command rest,
Hush.
raise your left foot and move it to the left so that the heels are 12 inches apart, around shoulder length. The flight commander will execute the command after she calls the command.
Parade. Hush.
The command is flight attention.
Flight. Hush.
On the command attention, raise the left foot and move it back so that the heels come together and form a 45-degree angle. The flight commander will move to the position of attention, then call the command.
Flight. Hush. Forward. Hush.
The command is forward march.
Forward. Hush.
On the command march, step off with the left foot first, taking a 24-inch step forward and placing the heel on the ground first. Swing your arms 6 inches to the front and 3 inches to the rear, maintaining proper dress cover interval distance or DCID.
Forward. Hush. Flight. Halt. Cover.
The command is flight halt. On the command halt,
Flight. Halt.
you will take one more 24-inch step and the trailing foot will be brought alongside the front foot. Heels should be together, forming a 45-degree angle, and the arms should be pinned. A tip to help stay on cadence is to say step stop in your mind when halt is called.
Flight. Halt. Cover. Mark time. March. Flight. Halt.
The command is mark time march. On the command march,
March.
if at a halt, step off with the left foot, then continue to march in place. Your feet should be raised 4 inches above the ground with normal arm swings. If marching, the command can be called with either foot. Take one more step and then immediately begin mark time. To halt, follow the same step stop as in marching, but stay in place.
Halt.
To march forward after mark time, the command is called when the left foot strikes the ground. After the command march, take one more step in place and then march forward. We will now explain the types of flight formations and how to align and correct the flight in these formations. A tip for knowing which formation you are in is to know where the guidon bearer is with respect to the element leaders.
Flight, rolling.
When the flight commander falls in the flight will fall into line formation with proper DCID by default. The guidon bearer is aligned to the right of the first element leader. This is the only formation the guidon bearer will be aligned with the first element. The element leaders are in a column to the right of the flight. Inverted line formation is the opposite of line formation. The guidon bearer is aligned into the left of the third element leader. The element leaders are in a column to the left of the flight.
Right.
Column formation is the most common formation to march in. The guidon bearer is aligned and in the front of the third element leader. The element leaders are in a line in the front of the flight.
Left.
Inverted column formation is the opposite of column formation. The guidon bearer is aligned behind the third element leader. The element leaders are in a line behind the flight.
Left. Cover.
Cover is used to realign the flight after marching and can only be called in column and inverted column formation. When cover is called,
Cover.
the flight will adjust, shuffling, until improper DCID in relation to the guidon bearer or deputy flight commander in the inverted column. The guidon bearer will not move.
Just right. Halt.
Just right dress is used to realign the flight in line formation. When just right dress is called,
Just right. Halt.
the flight will immediately prop up their left hand parallel to the ground and turn their head 45 degrees to the right. If a cadet does not have someone to the left of them, they will not prop up their hand. The second and third element leaders in the guidon will keep their heads straight.
Right up. Up.
To get the flight back to attention, the command ready front is called. The flight will immediately return to the position of attention.
Just right. Halt.